Ladies and gentlemen, it's Sunday night and those cats won't rescue themselves. He's tidied the kitchen and dried those pots and pans. Grab a pen, some paper, and wash your hands. It's Dan's Questionable Quiz.
Volume up. Is that better for you, Paul PDB? Evening, Anne. How are you? Mic really quiet. Is that any better? Background is too loud. What's playing? Sorry, it's been a while. How are we? Oh, there we go. Right. As long as everyone can hear me, that's the main thing. For those of you who are new, that's as loud as I can get it, Scott, on my system. Maybe if I moved a bit closer to the mic, or at half time I'll try and switch to an ear mic. Evening, Kerry. Thanks for joining us. Rebecca, Scott, Adrian, Paul, Laura. Thank you all. As always, this evening's quiz is for Yorkshire Cat Rescue. We're raising money for them, so if you can. Stompy Troll, thanks for coming. Not really moved position, if that's better for you, Adrian. A bit more comfortable, as per lockdowns 1 and 2. Pimp Daddy's here as well. Yeah, as I was saying, all proceeds to Yorkshire Cat Rescue. If you follow the link down there at givepenny.com, Dan's Questionable Quiz. You can give through Give Penny there. That all goes to Yorkshire Cat Rescue. Kindly donated prizes this evening from Sherry at Mocha Body in Harrogate. That's all natural tanning solutions. So if you're feeling a bit down and fancy a nice little tan, there's a voucher for there. Thank you, Sherry, for that donation. And Mike's donated a £20 cook voucher. If you haven't had cook meals, they are ready meals, but a little bit posher. So you can order through their website, or I believe he's got a delivery service up and running. Or you can pop into the shop. As an essential business, he's up and running as well. Make sure you wear your mask when you go and visit him. A little bit of difference, given it's January. A lot of you will be used to me going through a few beers with you. That's still going to be the case, except they are, this time around, Lockdown 3, alcohol-free. So I'm starting with one of my favourites, Lucky Saint. It's a 0.5% lager. It's fantastic. Yeah, biscuity malts, nice hops, and it's amazing what they can achieve with alcohol-free nowadays. I'd say you can barely taste the difference. You can taste the difference, of course you can. A tan would help if you're feeling a little browned off. Absolutely. Oi, oi, Rich, how are you? Thanks for joining. Lorraine's here. Linda's here. Adrian's doing dry January, Monday to Friday, not at weekends. Well, that's acceptable. I do this every year, January, February, as far as I can get. This one, obviously, a little bit harder than previous years, following the lockdown news. Going to plug Beer Hawk as well for their wonderful alcohol-free boxes, in the hope that we can get you a voucher for a prize next week. Gavin's with us. Evening, Gavin. How are you? Hope everyone's well. Right, usual format. If you haven't played before, it's just a bit of fun. You just need pen and paper. If you think you know the answer, don't drop it in the comments, please. Just write it down on a piece of paper. At the end of the quiz, we will go through the answers. You just type your score into chat at the end when I tell you, and the prizes will be drawn at random from everyone who has posted their score in the chat. Sorry, a bit slow without a bit of alcohol. Sylvia, you can get the quiz on YouTube if you search for Jetpack18 on YouTube, spelled as I spell it, Jetpack18. They're in chat for you. If you search on YouTube, you should be able to find me there. It's the same profile picture as me on Facebook. So best of luck finding that one. It should be relatively easy, and it should just be live streaming. So whichever's easiest for you. Hi Joelle, how are you? You and the crazy ladies playing this here this evening. All be Zoom calls. Back to where we were. It's wonderful, isn't it? But it does mean we've got a fantastic opportunity to raise some money for Yorkshire Cat Rescue, and that's why we're here. So let me just open up the Just Giving page. Keep an eye on you. Make sure I can say my thank yous, because you're all so lovely and kind. We're starting just above 3,000 since we started these quizzes back in April last year. Can you believe? April last year. What a way we've come since then. Kerry, Adrian, Rebecca, and Gary and Sam, thank you very much for your donations. They're all going straight to Yorkshire Cat Rescue. Jetpack should really fly on YouTube. Yes, absolutely. Here he is with the puns. Soraya, hello. Hello and welcome. If we're all ready, that's given plenty of chance. Soraya, glad you're back. Missed this. Thank you very much. If everyone's ready, we have 41 people viewing across multiple platforms. No one on YouTube. Well worth setting up that stream. Even give it a little push on Facebook today, but no one viewing on YouTube. Everyone is across Twitch and Facebook this evening. And 30 questions as usual. We'll get going as we do every lockdown Sunday with question number 1. Question number 1. Standing on your doorstep clapping is back every Thursday. Previously known as Clap for Carers, how is it now known? That's question number 1. Standing on your doorstep clapping is back every Thursday. Previously known as Clap for Carers, how is it now known? So Lucky saying unfiltered lager. Not much information on there, even without the alcohol. Very nice. Only 53 calories a bottle as well. The weight will fall off during this lockdown. All I need is a vigorous exercise routine to go with it. Because the cooking is back. We're going to start cooking again. We like cooking, we like baking, anything to keep us occupied during lockdown. What are you all drinking this evening? Anyone else doing dry Jan? Anyone found any nice alcohol-free beers, alcohol-free wines? No Secco, that's the new one at the moment. Alcohol-free spirits I never got on with. Seedlip and others are available. But yeah, never got on with those. But everyone seems to be screaming about Gordon's Zero at the moment. Gordon's Zero. So I'm keen to try that. But at £14 a bottle when you can get a bottle of Gordon's for £16. It's a hard pill to swallow. Pimp Daddy, get a slow cooker. Got one. Doing a slow cooked lamb doner kebab this week. Along with... what else have we got going on? Chicken and ham pie, spaghetti puttanesca, a pesto lasagna, which is a vegan recipe from Bosch Cookbook. And then some fajitas and tacos on Friday. Dry Jan for Ali, cheeky Shiraz for Fiona. Pimp Daddy's got Demerara rum and coke. And Kerry's doing dry Jan. Sob. Might be short for sober, might be a sob. Adrian, if my liver has lasted this long, it will be okay for a bit, yeah? Absolutely, absolutely. No one's forcing you. Monday to Friday, more than acceptable. Question number 2. The Doctor, played by Jodie Whittaker, will have a new face in the TARDIS. But which comedian was announced as her new Doctor Who sidekick, Dan? It's not me. Question number 2. The Doctor, played by Jodie Whittaker, will have a new face in the TARDIS. But which comedian was announced as her new Doctor Who sidekick, Dan? Linda's not doing dry January. Good on you. Soraya, hope you're well and had a good break. I have so far, thank you. Don't really want the break at the moment, but needs must. Hands, face, space and all that. Pimp Daddy, I'm doing wet January. Yeah, well, can't remember December, so I need to recover a little bit. Can't remember November as well. And don't stop Tober. I'm getting a couple of weeks around September, October time. Ish. Adrian's run out of Ossip Brunette Bitter last night, so he's got Primitivo and now a Kiwi Pinot Gris. Make the most of it, Adrian. It's Monday tomorrow. Back off it again. We have Ed. Thank you very much for your donation. That's in the pot. I've missed it's that way, almost a year doing this. Still can't get the pot. The pot comes up there. If someone makes a donation, pot there. Not there. Question number 3. Singer Jerry Marsden died aged 78. He's best known for a version of Rodgers and Hammerstein's You'll Never Walk Alone, which both topped the charts and became a football terrace anthem. What was the name of his band? That's question number 3. Singer Gary Marsden died aged 78. He's best known for a version of Rodgers and Hammerstein's You'll Never Walk Alone, which both topped the charts and became a football terrace anthem. What was the name of his band? The t-shirt isn't a clue to the Doctor Who question. That just says Doctor Pooh. But thanks for noticing, Linda. I do like to wear a nice t-shirt for you. Done my hair as well. That hair though. Most miserable month of the year and we're locked up to boot. You can stick your dry Jan. You know what, Gav, I did think that, and then I thought, well, if I can get through this dry January, every other one after this will be a doddle. Like I said, if we had an 18-year-old new starter at work who comes up to me and says, this job's hard, especially this year, or 2020, at least you can just say to him, look, mate, it's not going to get any harder than this. It's all downhill from here. Oh, here he is, Scott. That t-shirt looks a lot bigger on the inside than it does from the outside. It's comfy. It's comfy, yeah. Little TARDIS humour there. You'll Never Walk Alone. See what Lucky Saint is a very nice non-alcoholic lager. San Miguel Zero, can't get on with. Heineken Zero, yes. Wheat beers, they're the future. Got loads from Beer Hawk. I'm not going to plug Beer Hawk too much. Maybe next week when they give me a prize. Question number 4. Following a number of positive coronavirus tests within the squad, Aston Villa were forced to field their under-23s team in their FA Cup clash with Liverpool. How old is Villa's goal scorer Louis Barry? That's question number 4. Following a number of positive coronavirus tests within the squad, Aston Villa were forced to field their under-23s team in their FA Cup clash with Liverpool. How old is Villa's goal scorer Louis Barry? Oh, link for donations, Ali. Good idea. www.givepenny.com/Dan's questionable quiz. Sorry, a little bit rusty. Thank you for the reminder there, Ali. The link is in chat there. These are pants questions. I told you, Adrian, this happened last time. We come back, a little bit rusty. We find the market. It does get easier later on, though. Promise. Always promise that. It gets a bit easier later on. Scott, I did 102 days off the beer and found 0.5% pale ale so much better than lagers. Yes, I tell you what, not far off. I mean, Ilkley do a nice one. Spoiler alert for future quizzes here, but Ilkley do a nice pale ale. I'll tell you what is an absolute banger. Infinite Session Pale. That's a good one. That one's Tuesday, wheat beer. But where is it? absolutely. This is my favourite so far. Laser Crush by Beavertown. For any of you who know me, Beavertown Gamma Ray is probably my favourite IPA, or one of, tied with Rooster's Babyface Assassin, or there's a few others out there. But yeah, that is a cracking alcohol-free IPA if you want to try one. Scott. Big Drop, the only... No, they're not anymore. They used to be the only alcohol-free brewery in the UK, but now you've got the Alcohol-Free Brewing Company. Not just an entertainment, it's an education, this quiz. Usually gets easier after you've had a few jars, but that won't happen tonight. I don't know, 0.5. If I throw them down fast enough, I'll have to leave you to go to the toilet. Question number 5. Derbyshire police were under scrutiny this week as they fined 2 young women for walking at Formark Reservoir. What did they have with them that constituted a picnic and warranted the £200 fines? Guess the beer from the sound effects. Oh, Sarah, thank you very much. Sarah's made a donation directly to Yorkshire Cat Rescue bank account, so we can add £30 to the total. Thank you very much for that one. That's very kind. Anything is better than lagers. German Pilsners, though, they've got to have a place in anyone's heart. Czech Pilsners. Proper lagers. Not like Carling, Foster's, Carlsberg. The mainstream rubbish. Jever. That's a great beer, Gav. Speaking of Jever, they do Jever Fun, an alcohol-free beer. Nirvana Brewery. It's all alcohol-free this evening, isn't it? Boring you solid. So that was question number 5. Derbyshire police were under scrutiny this week as they fined 2 young women for walking at Formark Reservoir. What did they have with them that constituted a picnic and warranted the £200 fines? And that's question number 5. Jever. Proper Jever actually smells like marijuana because of the hop content. Orval, there's another great beer. Magic Beer Draw. Scott, thank you, yeah. Yeah, it's just down here, just on hand. If you need a beer. Next to the radiator. That's just the storage. Sound effects before or after? Well, you decide on that one, Adrian. Question number 6. On to general knowledge now. That's quite enough of the news and current affairs. Question number 6. The layer of tissue called the tympanum or tympanic membrane is better known by what common name? That's question number 6. The layer of tissue called the tympanum or tympanic membrane is better known by what common name? Well, there's no dishwasher playing in the background this evening, but you might be able to catch a snoring Dory. Or a snory. Near the radiator, strange place to keep it. It is, yeah, but I'll transfer them from the box into the fridge. As I take one out, one goes in. Stock rotation is my forte. Stock management, stock rotation. Although not at the moment. There goes the jar. There it goes. Thank you very much. Thank you very much to Sylvia and Anonymous and Ali and Steve. Oh, not Anonymous, Soraya. Thank you very much for your donations. They're all going straight to Yorkshire Cat Rescue. Hopefully everyone got a calendar. Mine's hanging just behind me on the wall there. Thank you very much, Yorkshire Cat Rescue, for sending me that. And don't forget the virtual stall is still open on Facebook as well for Yorkshire Cat Rescue, so you can help do your bit with some very reasonably priced handmade crafted goods there. Loads of stuff. It's like a wonderful emporium. Have a look. I'll post a link at half time if you like. Question number 7. Which city in northern Spain is served by a ferry route from the English port of Plymouth? That's question number 7. Which city in northern Spain is served by a ferry route from the English port of Plymouth? That's question number 7. I'm glad it's not just me, Scott. Scott says, I love your use of reverse left and right. Not the only one. You wouldn't think it makes a difference, but it is very strange. Luckily, I only have to point at the jar, which is there. What's going on? That's Ike sharing pictures of his tragic car incident. On reflection, it does, yeah. See you on the flip side. Question number 8. Which 20th century UK Prime Minister had the maiden name Roberts and the middle name Hilda? That's question number 8. Which 20th century UK Prime Minister had the maiden name Roberts and the middle name Hilda? Looking back, that's actually fairly easy. Ted Heath, yeah, that's why I just said, looking back at that question, it's fairly easy, isn't it? Isn't it, Adrian? Bit excessive use of the hairdryer this evening, I think. There we go. Tony Hilda Blair, formerly Tony Roberts. Before he got married. Question number 9. Let's see if this still works. It's your film Invisible this week. All you've got to do for the point is name the film. So this is a scene from a film with all the flesh removed. All you have to do for the point is name the film. It's your film Invisible. What's going on here? Breakfast. Oh, next one's up. Don't need a bottle opener for this one. I share on my wall the quiz and tell people at work about the good work the charity do. Wonderful. Everyone should share. More the merrier. How are we doing across? Oh, we've got one YouTube viewer. Is that you, Sylvia? Did you get it going? Ooh. One person viewing on YouTube. Hello to you, whoever you are. So that's question number 9. Your film Invisible this week. Name the film for the point. Hit Ant. How are you? Ant's Virtual Quiz. Quizmasters Union. Hits Ant. Yes. Yeah, we've established that. Thanks, Ant. Question number 10, as always, is a music question for you. So I'm going to play a track here, and I need you to tell me, for the point, which film this song is from. So name the film for the point.
Stranger to the dark, hide away, they say, 'cause we don't want your broken parts. I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say, no one will love you as you are. But
third best, has he been promoted?
Break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. Sharpest words wanna cut me down. I'm gonna send the blood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come, and I'm marching on to the beat I drum.
So there we go. There is your first music question this evening. Question number 10. Name the film for the point. Tough questions, says Soraya on Facebook. Don't worry. They get easier, I promise. Or I'm just really rusty. Rusty Dan. It's been a long December. I can't believe I last saw you a month ago. Well, you last saw me a month ago. It's been a long December. So we've got Tuesday wheat beer, which I've had before. It's a Bavarian Weiss beer. It's absolutely superb. It's alcohol free, so none of that 0.5. It's alcohol free, less than 0.5, and it's vegan for those interested. Unfiltered, delicious. Question number 11. Photophobia is described as an extreme sensitivity to what? That's question number 11. Photophobia is described as an extreme sensitivity to what? Adrian on Twitch. How many cans is that, Dan? That does look a fair pint. It's not a pint glass. It's, I believe it's like a 330ml glass, because one of those goes in there pretty much perfectly. So not a pint glass. I do have a nice pint glass like that from Brew York. But yeah, just a nice little. No, it's not a schooner. Was there a name for 330ml as a measure? I'm not reading that. I think it means sibling. Does Soraya have a sibling? Oh, Gavin, of course he'd know. It's a Savoise. The glass name. Savoise. Thank you, Gav. Special treat for you this week. Question number 12. Here it is. 330 isn't a schooner. A schooner is 2/3 of a pint, I believe. 2/3 of a pint. Gav will back me up. Working glass hero. Anyway, here's a special treat for you for question number 12.
Hi guys, this week Bogdan asked. So I will have a Brexit question. So all European Union citizens, Swiss nationals, who's living in UK at the moment and would like to stay after 30th of June 2021, by the way, Irish people is exempt, they must apply for a EA settlement scheme to the Home Office. So by this scheme, if you can prove it, you've been living in UK for continuous period of 5 years, you will be granted settlement status. My question is, Bogdan asked, what happened to that people who cannot prove they've been living in UK for continuous 5 years? So what kind of status they will get? So what status that people will get? What's the name of that status? Thank you.
Hopefully you guys got that, because I certainly didn't. So that's question number 12. Bogdan asks. He's back with a vengeance. Question number 12. Bogdan asks. If you need me to play it again, I will. Hopefully a minute. Repeat. No worries. Here he is again.
Hi guys, this week Bogdan asked. So I will have a Brexit question. So all European Union citizens, Swiss nationals, who's living in UK at the moment and would like to stay after 30th of June 2021, by the way, Irish people is exempt, they must apply for a EA settlement scheme to the Home Office. So by this scheme, if you can prove it, you've been living in UK for continuous period of 5 years, you will be granted settlement status. My question is, Bogdan asked, what happened to that people who cannot prove they've been living in UK for continuous 5 years? So what kind of status they will get? So what status that people will get? What's the name of that status? Thank you.
Thank you, Bogdan. The jar went while Bogdan was asking his question. Bogdan asks, no, please, you repeat, Dan. No, sorry, I'm not reading that out. Joelle and the Crazy Ladies, Linda, Richard, Sylvia, thank you very much for your donations. They've all come through. I did see the jar ping up on my screen while you were enjoying Bogdan there. If you do need to hear it again, I will, of course, play it again for you. That's not a problem. Getting Bogdan with the Brexit details. That's it. I mean, I didn't even have to ask Bogdan for a question this week. He was just there in my WhatsApp. Bless him. It's not detained at Her Majesty's pleasure. Right, hopefully. Sorry, I'm reading through the previous comments. Please repeat, please repeat. Let me adjust the... there we go. Oh, hello. Might have looked like I was frowning or scowling at one point there. Probably just the lighting. Hopefully the lighting. I am enjoying myself. Bloody dry do though. Question number 13. A chevron is most commonly likened to the shape of which letter of the alphabet? That's question number 13. A chevron is most commonly likened to the shape of a letter of which letter of the alphabet? Still only on YouTube by the look of it. We had a Brexit Christmas dinner, no Brussels. Well, it wasn't Christmas dinner. You've got to have Brussels sprouts, even if they're there on the table and no one eats them, they've got to be there. Although this year I fried mine with a bit of bacon, butter, some shallots. Absolutely fantastic. Made a banging Christmas dinner. First one I've done. Did a ham. Really hate Brussels. Is that the sprouts, Adrian, or just the place in general? Really loves them. Nicola loves them. This is turning into a poll for Brussels sprouts, I think. Drop me a thumbs up in chat if you like Brussels sprouts. Doesn't matter how you cook them. You know, if you can eat them. Corned beef hash for Christmas dinner. That is a winner there, Gav. Chris Eubank is now just called Chris Bank since we left the EU. Thanks, Scott. Here he is. Not all the parsnips, surely. Only has the sprouts, I have the parsnips. Not all the parsnips. Stompy Troll likes Brussels sprouts. Nothing wrong with Brussels sprouts. They're just mini cabbages. Question number 14. The city of Casablanca, whose name translates from Spanish as White House, is in which African country? That's question number 14. The city of Casablanca, whose name translates from Spanish as White House, is in which African country? And that's question number 14. No one's in trouble. It's nice to be back, though. Nice to see you all. If you know what I mean. Not see you. Question number 15. Before we break for half time. Read it again, Dan. Which one? Question number 14. The city of Casablanca, whose name translates from Spanish as White House, is in which African country? Adrian's hypothesis on Brussels sprouts is it's a generic gene thing like coriander. Is that the whole soapy thing? 50% of people taste soap. We usually cook a gammon on Boxing Day, but not this year. I had to stop as I was getting addicted. I just went cold turkey. Yeah, he certainly is, Adrian. That's why he's here. Question number 11, again, photophobia is described as an extreme sensitivity to what? That's question number 11 for you there, Scott. And we're on question number 15, which is halfway. So we'll do guess the year, and if you'd like any questions repeating during our little halftime break, just drop me a comment with which one you'd like repeating, and I will read it or play it again for you. It's not a problem. But first, question number 15, guess the year. In this year, Homebase opens its first DIY and garden centre superstore at Croydon, Surrey. After 7 years and the longest time playing the title role, Tom Baker leaves Doctor Who and is replaced by Peter Davison in the final episode of Logopolis. The first London Marathon is held, and this song was released.
When there's no one else inside, in the crowded lonely night. Well, I wait so long for my love vibration, and I'm dancing with myself. Dancing with myself. Dancing with myself. When there's nothing to lose and there's nothing to prove, but I'm dancing with myself. If I looked all over the world, and there's every type of girl, but you're empty, I seem to pass me by. Leave me dancing with myself. So let's sink another drink, cause it'll give me time to think. If I had a chance, I'd ask the world to dance, and I'll be dancing with myself. Dancing with myself. Dancing with myself. Well, there's nothing to lose, so there's nothing to prove, when I'm dancing with myself.
Thank you all. Thank you, Gav. Yes, microphone. I muted it for the music. My apologies. First one back. We'll get back into the swing of it next week. Might have a drink. No, not having a drink. Question number 1. Standing on your doorstep clapping is back every Thursday. Previously known as Clap for Carers. How is it now known? That's repeating question number 1 for you. We'll be there. Yeah, good. Everyone's delayed comments start coming through. Go volume. Volume. No sound. It's a quiet one. So guess the year. Homebase opens its first DIY and garden centre superstore at Croydon, Surrey. After 7 years and the longest time playing the title role, Tom Baker leaves Doctor Who. And the first London Marathon is held. So that's question number 15. Guess the year. Just checked it. We got it wrong by a year anyway. Oh, bless you. Just change it. No one will know. You're only cheating yourself in that situation. Right, take a quick break. See if you need to top up your Shiraz, top up your tea, put the kettle on, have a biscuit, have a snack, whatever you need to do. A couple of minutes and we'll be back. And microphone on. How tiresome. We're not done with the tyre jokes yet. Hopefully everyone's back. Or 8 people, including Ant. Never identify yourself as the only YouTube viewer. Ant's gone. It's alright. I can't stay to the end of one of his quizzes either. Is everyone there? It's all gone quiet in chat. Everyone's waiting for the kettle to boil. Scott's back. Here he is. Right. Just you then, Scott. Okay, question number 16. Were there no questions repeating other than question 1? That's almost a first. Question number 16. Ali asks, Ali, who has finished her work in time to join us for Dan's questionable quiz. Ali, this week, what are you drinking, Ali? Dry January, what does Ali drink? Gordon Zero? Just tonic, posh tonic? Squash? Water? Tea? Adrian never gets Ali asks. You might get this one. New Year. Water. And he repeats other than Bogdan. Yeah. Last thing you want is Bogdan on repeat. Ali, who is drinking water and has finished her work in time to join us for the quiz, asks this week, ITV are showing a special called The Chasers at present. That's not the 5 o'clock show, that's the 9 p.m. show. The Chasers. Can you name all 5 of the Chasers on the show for the point? So that's the nicknames, not the real names. Can you name all 5 Chasers on The Chasers on ITV for the point? Now, Adrian, you strike me as the kind of guy that would watch The Chasers. This one's nailed on for you. And just to clarify, in this quiz, I'm not having people type in 34. No, you can't get 34. 16 and a fifth as your score. All 5 for the point. Just found a bottle of Witchwood Arrowayne in the garage, 18 months old, and it's still fine. It's probably better for it. Not actual names, the name on the show. So they're nicknames on the show. Not their actual names. I think I'd struggle to get their actual names anyway. I know a couple of them. If that's a yes or no answer, we've got it. There you go. Gilly watches The Chasers more than me and knows the answer. It's her favourite show. There you go. Ali asks, ITV are showing a special called The Chasers at present. Can you name all 5 of the Chasers on the show for the point? Question number 16. I actually got roasted by one of the Chasers when he was live in Harrogate. Absolutely torn apart. But I made up for it though when James Acaster came to Harrogate. And I taught him a new one. Scott, I don't know why I read your jokes out, but go on. Scott on Facebook. I had an 18-month-old Arrowayne and came over all a quiver. Oh, Fiona, i.e. no. Oh well. At least you can have a nice sip of Shiraz to wash that away. Oh God, he is on football. I know. It's a good job I'm not mentioning football. That's the only reason he's here, I think. He might get a bit of a ribbing on the other quiz that's on at 8 p.m. But we're not talking about football or FA Cup. Are we, Scott? It was indeed, Scott, yeah. Yeah, I was the guy who roasted about Shellavy, if you were there at the same gig. To be fair, I'd had a few that night and I was giving him a bit of a grilling before then, so I did deserve every second of what I got. It was a good gig, yeah. If you remember it, I was the guy who roasted for. He went and looked up Shellavy on TripAdvisor. Pimp Daddy, shouldn't you be a chaser by now, Dan? I wish. What a job. Oh. The yeasty residue there. I think he should be. Yeah, I think you've got to be a bit more clever. Next, before we get going, Predator maybe. Next, Fru Kolsch. 0%. Fru do a really nice Kolsch anyway, which is premium 5%. Comes in a big 500ml bottle from Germany with a big yellow label, and it's delightful. So We'll give this one a go. Did I work with Chef Mark? Chef Mark, not at the George, no. If Sir Bradley ever stands down, Dan should take over. I could present the chase, I'll give you that. I couldn't be a chaser, but I could definitely present it. Especially if I had a few sherbets in between. Get the giggles like Bradley does. But Bradley Walsh, oh, that's nice. Bradley Walsh has got some cracking stand-up as well. If you can find any of his stand-up. It's all very funny before he became famous. Question number 17. Yeah, we are still doing a quiz. Question number 17. On a standard European roulette wheel, what colour is the zero pocket? That's question number 17. On a standard European roulette wheel, what colour is the zero pocket? Are you not rinsing the savoirs betwixt beers, heathen? I know, I looked in the bottom of that because it was a wheat beer. There was a little bit of residue in the bottom, Gav, and I'm sorry. I didn't want to leave you. I could have done it at half time. Oh, Mark. No, I didn't work with Mark. No, at Shellerby. I didn't. I actually proposed to Kaylee at Shellerby, and that's why he gave me a ribbing for it. Shellerby wasn't ranked well on TripAdvisor back then, by all accounts. Don't know why. I used to love Shellerby. French onion soup. Question number 18. Connections. I'm going to show you 4 pictures now. There's a connection between all of them. All you've got to do for the point is tell me the connection. So what connects these pictures? What's the connection? Picture 1. Picture 2. Picture 3. And picture 4. What connects those 4 pictures for the point, please? A little bit kind of in the middle this week. I'm not sure if that's a difficult one, or I suppose if you know them, you probably get it. Or if you get 2, that's enough for a connection, isn't it? Just no backup. A swivel chair. Not only is it more comfortable, but you can't see what's on the side behind me, on the worktop. It's true though. What we say in the opening intro. Do tidy the kitchen for your visiting. Thanks, Scott. You do as well, to be fair. You and Sally. Sally Social. Don't know if you know, but Scott actually does a quiz every Wednesday in partnership with Roosters Brewery. I know I've mentioned it before, but his is back up and running this week if you'd like to join him on Facebook. Scott's the one who coined the phrase social quistance. Social quistance. Ali, how long did it take to build Isla's snowman? Very impressive. Thank you very much. Not that long, as we had a boatload of snow, so it was just a case of a lot of effort pushing it around, but it was a good snowman, wasn't it? I haven't got any pictures loaded on the computer ready to show you now, if you haven't seen it, but if you're friends with me on Facebook, you've probably seen it already. Social quistancing. That was it. Thank you, Scott. Scott's coined the term social quistancing. And you can join him on a Wednesday at 8 p.m, I believe. 8 p.m. is a popular time for a quiz. Don't know who would start one at 7. Absolute noob. Just eating a twirl, no beer. Dan, you don't have any nuts to go with your beer? No, there's a reason for that, Charlotte. You joined us lockdown 2, I believe, but lockdown 1, I tried snacks. Doesn't go well with the microphone, I'm afraid. Got some really nice vegan pretzels that came with my Beer 52 box. But no, crunchy snacks and streaming don't go well together. I'll have my snacks after. Question number 19. Which is the only spiny mammal native to the British Isles? That's question number 19. Which is the only spiny mammal native to the British Isles? Spiny. Question number 20. Another music question for you. What do I need this time? This time I just need the artist for the point. So the artist of this song for the point, please.
Looking in your eyes, I see a paradise. This world that I found is too good to be true. Standing here beside you, want so much to give you this love in my heart that I'm feeling for you.
Let them say we're crazy. I don't care about that. Put your hand in my hand, baby. Don't ever look back. Let the world around us just fall apart. Baby, we can make it if we're hard to.
So that's question number 20. Just the artist required for the point on that one. Soraya, love the quiz. Will there be one next week? Yes, there will. Yeah, I'll be throughout lockdown every Sunday. I'll be here. So who knows? I read an article today which, albeit it was Lad Bible, so not the greatest source, but rumours of pubs being closed till May, which is absolutely tragic. But we've got to do what we can, get rid of this, and back to normality this year, all being well. But we're not going to dwell on that. Question number 21. Which element has the atomic number 19 and the chemical symbol K? That's question 21. Which element has the atomic number 19 and the chemical symbol K? Scott, I remember when you had pork scratchings during the quiz and I could hear all the questions, albeit for a bit of crackling. Oh dear. One day I'll come see you live, Scott. Even if it is just at the George Hotel. And it might not be at the George Hotel. Best quiz in the known universe or even Yorkshire. Thanks, Adrian. I like these chemical questions periodically. Good questions this week. Started off difficult, you see. I told you it gets a bit easier later on. Question number 22. Two separate documentary films released in 2019 told the story of a failed music festival in 2017, in which thousands of people were stranded in the Bahamas. What was the name of the festival? That's question 22. Two separate documentary films released in 2019 told the story of a failed music festival in 2017 in which thousands of people were stranded in the Bahamas. What was the name of the festival? And after the quiz, if you haven't seen the documentary on Netflix, go and watch it. Hello, Kaylee. How are you? She's not here. Is she watching? I don't know. Just me in the kitchen, and Dory, who's asleep on the chair. You might get a bit of background Dory. Question number 23. Oh, there she is. What was the Netflix recommendation? I'll tell you at the end, because it kind of gives the question away, Stephen. Who's your better half? Upstairs. Better half. Thanks, Joe. Should be called the sporadic table. Netflix recommendation, Stephen. I'll tell you at the end of the show. This show. Question number 23. Two Italian designers called Domenico and Stefano established a fashion label in 1985 that went on to become an international brand. What are their surnames? That's question 23. Two Italian designers called Domenico and Stefano established a fashion label in 1985 that went on to become an international brand. What are their surnames? I want Dory. Hang on. Dory. A wild Dory. There you go. Yeah. There we go. Stop it, Joe. 21. Repeating 21. Which element has the atomic number 19 and the chemical symbol K? That's 21 repeated there. Put that back in. Just chilling. She loves it in the kitchen. Loves it anywhere. Question number 24. Keep your eye on the prize. Oh, busted. Yeah. Well, Rich, they're not Jimmy Jams, they're my comfies, but I kind of thought, oh, there it goes. I kind of thought, well, they're only going to see my top half, and then Adrian's managed to get me out of the chair, and I've been busted. Yeah. Can't remember that element, but it's on the tip of my tungsten. Oh, goodness, we've got the entire periodic table we're going at here. We'll be here till neon tomorrow. Question 19. Which is the only spiny mammal native to the British Isles? Loungewear. Yeah, that's the one. Or comfies. Loungewear. Yeah. Helen and Lee, thank you very much for your donation that's just popped in there while we're dilly-dallying. Yeah, absolutely busted. Didn't even think about that. I'll wear trousers next week, I promise. Just lucky you're wearing pants. Yeah, absolutely. Right, here we go. Question number 24. It's catchphrase. I'll throw that one in there. Here you go. Say what you see. Here's your catchphrase this week. Question number 24. It's not mealworm. I can't think of anything. Oh dear. Dan's pants are not to be sniffed at. Scott, you know me so well. So this is question 24. Your catchphrase, say what you see. It's not pub grub. Say what you see. Question 24. And here he is. Question 25. Which American rapper's real name is Calvin Brodus? His hit singles include What's My Name and Drop It Like It's Hot. And in 2018, he released a recipe book entitled From Crook to Cook. That's question 25. Which American rapper's real name is Calvin Brodus? His hit singles include What's My Name and Drop It Like It's Hot. And in 2018, he released a recipe book called From Crook to Cook. And that's question number 25. Question number 26. If you're ready. What is the name of a title character played by Steve McQueen in a 1968 film and by Pierce Brosnan in a 1999 remake? He's a wealthy thief who attracts the suspicions of an insurance investigator. That's question 26. What is the name of a title character played by Steve McQueen in a 1968 film and by Pierce Brosnan in a 1999 remake? He's a wealthy thief who attracts the suspicions of an insurance investigator. And a 99 remake is not a Mr. Whippy with a twirl in it instead of a flake. Before you get there, Scott. Did I steal his fajita recipe for fajitas wraps? No. Picked up one of his fajitas, but I had to drop it. Pub grub, yeah, he knows. We were all there that harrowing day. The day where I nearly said I'm not doing another quiz. I'm joking. Question 27. Walt Disney's first full-length cartoon feature film, released in 1937, featured the songs Whistle While You Work and Hi-Ho. What is it called? That's question 27. Walt Disney's first full-length feature film cartoon, released in 1937, featured the songs Whistle While You Work and Hi-Ho. What is it called? There it goes. There it goes. That's what we like to see. Galvin, thank you very much. That donation's in there. Thank you on behalf of Yorkshire Cat Rescue. Oh, Scott, you know what? I thought, should I do that joke before? I thought, no, I'll wait afterwards. No, never mind. I'm trying to set up a new password and need 8 characters. Yes. Old ones are the best. What was that one the other day? That'd be long gone now. Long gone. In a group chat somewhere far, far away. Question 28. At the start of a game of chess, how many of the 64 squares are unoccupied? That's question 28. At the start of a game of chess, how many of the 64 squares are unoccupied? Question 29. What name is given to the inscribed slab of granite which provided the key to deciphering ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs? It was discovered in 1799 and later put on display in the British Museum. That's question 29. What name is given to the inscribed slab of granite which provided the key to deciphering ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs? It was discovered in 1799 and later put on display in the British Museum. Keep adding 10 questions to this quiz this week. It's out of 30, Dan. And finally, question number 30. Which company that specialises in online money transfers and was previously called X.com was acquired by eBay in 2002 for $1.5 billion. That's question number 30. Which company that specialises in online money transfers and was previously called X.com was acquired by eBay in 2002 for $1.5 billion. And that's all 30 questions for you there. If you'd like any repeating, please let me know in chat. Drop me a comment. I used to work shifts in chess piece in a factory. I used to hate working nights. I thought you were a rookie. Question 19. Straight on the series. Question 19. Which is the only spiny mammal native to the British Isles? 18 and 25. 18 is your connections. I'll bob that up there now for you. So there's your 4 pictures for your connections. 25. Which American rapper's real name is Calvin Brodus? His hit singles include What's My Name and Drop It Like It's Hot. And in 2018, he released a recipe book entitled From Crook to Cook. Question 23. 2 Italian designers called Domenico and Stefano established a fashion label in 1985 that went on to become an international brand. What are their surnames? Question 26. What is the name of a title character played by Steve McQueen in a 1968 film and by Pierce Brosnan in a 1999 remake? He's a wealthy thief who attracts the suspicions of an insurance investigator. Question 29. What name is given to the inscribed slab of granite which provided the key to deciphering ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs? It was discovered in 1799 and later put on display in a British museum. Question number 30. Which company that specialises in online money transfers and was previously called X.com was acquired by eBay in 2002 for $1.5 billion? And that should be all of them now for you. I found some more bottles of beer in the garage, going back ages. I think I need to try another. Absolutely. It's an early Monday, Adrian. There'll be nothing wrong with them if they've been in the garage. Perfectly cold as well in this weather. Like a walk-in fridge. You can put your beers in me. Christopher walk-in fridge. Prickly UK mammal. We are trying to avoid another spike. Absolutely. Definitely trying to avoid that. Hi. Everyone done? Everyone ready to mark? See what the scores on the doors are this week? 3 beers. Only 3. Tragic for a quiz. Right. I'll take that as a yes. Yay, ready. Right. Question number 1. Standing on your doorstep clapping is back every Thursday, previously known as Clap for Carers. How is it now known? It's Clap for Heroes. Question number 2. The Doctor, played by Jodie Whittaker, will have a new face in the TARDIS, but which comedian was announced as a new Doctor Who sidekick? Dan. That's John Bishop. Question number 3. Singer Jerry Marsden died aged 78. He's best known for a version of Rodgers and Hammerstein's You'll Never Walk Alone, which both topped the charts and became a football terrace anthem. What is the name of his band? It was, of course, the Pacemakers. Jerry and the Pacemakers. Question number 4. Following a number of positive coronavirus tests within the squad, Aston Villa were forced to field their under-23s team in their FA Cup clash against Liverpool on Friday. How old is Villa's goal scorer Louis Barry? He was 17 years old. He still is. Please start answers again. Number 1, clap for heroes. Number 2, John Bishop. Number 3, the Pacemakers. Number 4, 17. Number 5, Derbyshire police were under scrutiny this week as they fined 2 young women for walking at Formark Reservoir. What did they have with them that constituted a picnic and warranted the £200 fines? It was a Starbucks coffee, or a takeaway coffee. Question number 6. The layer of tissue called the tympanum or tympanic membrane is better known by what common name? That's the eardrum. I won't bang on about that one. Question number 7. Which city in northern Spain is served by a ferry route from the English port of Plymouth? Santander. Question number 8. Which 20th century Prime Minister had the maiden name Roberts and the middle name Hilda? That's Margaret Thatcher. Question number 9. Film Invisible is from The Jungle Book. Question number 10. Name the film. It's from The Greatest Showman. Question number 12. Bogdan asks...
Answer on my question. Bogdan asks, all European Union citizens who will apply for EU settlement status and cannot prove they've been residents for 5 years, continuing for 5 years, they will be granted, if application will be successful, of course, they will be granted pre-settled status. So answer is pre-settled status.
I have, beg your pardon, missed question number 11. Photophobia is described as an extreme sensitivity to what? It's light. Bogdan's gone through the answer to his question there. Question number 12. It's pre-settled. Pre-settled. Question number 13. A chevron is most commonly likened to the shape of which letter of the alphabet? That's a V. V for Victor. Question number 14. The city of Casablanca, whose name translates from Spanish as White House, is in which African country? It's Morocco. Question number 15. Billy Idol, Dancing with Myself. Homebase opens its first DIY centre. 7 years and the longest time playing the role Tom Baker leaves Doctor Who. And the first London Marathon is held. That's 1981. 1981. Question number 16. Ali asks, ITV are showing a special called The Chasers at present. Can you name all 5 of the Chasers on the show for the point? All 5 for the point. The Beast. The Governess. The Cinnamon. The Vixen. The Dark Destroyer. That's the Beast, the Governess, the Cinnamon, the Vixen, and the Dark Destroyer. All 5 for the point. Do you know the Beast is called the Beast because Mark Lebet is French for the Beast. There you go. Who knew? Question number 17. On a standard European roulette wheel, what colour is the zero pocket? It's green. Question number 18. Your connections. You've got a scene from the film Holiday Inn. You've got a picture of Small Faces frontman Steve Marriott. You've got a Four Seasons pizza and a picture of Perez Hilton. Holiday Inn, Marriott, Four Seasons and Hilton. They are hotel chains. They're all hotel chains. What's my nickname? Never really thought. I'll come up with one for next week for you, Adrian. Put it on the top of the screen for you, for all to see. I think Big D would be a little bit egotistical, wouldn't it? Question number 19. Which is the only spiny mammal native to the British Isles? Hedgehog. Question number 20. Music question. Just the artist for the point. The song is called Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now, and it's by Starship. Question 21. Which element has the atomic number 19 and the chemical symbol K? That's potassium. Question number 22. 2 separate documentary films released in 2019 told the story of a failed music festival in 2017 in which thousands of people were stranded in the Bahamas. What was the name of the festival? It was the Fire Festival, Fire with a Y. And if you haven't seen the Fire Festival documentary on Netflix, watch it. It is just a tragedy. But it's all real. Yeah, if you haven't seen Fire Festival on Netflix, what's your excuse? You've got all the time in the world. Question 23. 2 Italian designers called Domenico and Stefano established a fashion label in 1985 that went on to become an international brand. What are their surnames? That's Dolce and Gabbana. Question 24. Catchphrase is rocking horse. Bit of a simple one this week. Just a horse with a guitar and a bit of music in the background. Rocking horse. Good night, Soraya. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for your lovely donation. Good night, and we'll see you next Sunday. Question 25. Which American rapper's real name is Calvin Brodus? His hit singles include What's My Name and Drop It Like It's Hot. And in 2018, he released a recipe book entitled From Crook to Cook. It's Snoop Dogg. Question 26. What is the name? What is the name of a title character played by Steve McQueen in a 1968 film and by Pierce Brosnan in a 1999 remake? He's a wealthy thief who attracts the suspicions of an insurance investigator. It's Thomas Crown of The Thomas Crown Affair. Question 27. Walt Disney's first full-length cartoon feature film, released in 1937, featured the songs Whistle While You Work and Hi Ho. What is it called? Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Hence the 8 characters or more. Password joke from Scott earlier. I've got a burning desire to watch Fire Festival. Do it if you haven't seen it. Seriously. It's just cringy. Question 28. At the start of a game of chess, how many of the 64 squares are unoccupied? 32. Half of them. Question 29. What name is given to the inscribed slab of granite which provided the key to deciphering ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs? It was discovered in 1799 and later put on display in the British Museum. That's the Rosetta Stone. Rosetta Stone. And finally, question number 30. Which company that specialises in online money transfers and was previously called X.com was acquired by eBay in 2002 for $1.5 billion? That's PayPal. PayPal. Tally up your score and drop it like it's hot into the comments, and we'll see what we're looking at this week. Don't forget, guys, you've got no chance of winning the Cook voucher or the Mocha Body voucher unless you drop your score into the comments. That's where the prizes will be drawn from. Doesn't matter what score you get. It's all for a bit of fun and a bit of fundraising for Yorkshire Cat Rescue. Thanks once again to Mike at Cook and Sherry at Mocha Body, Gavin Frost 18, Ali 20, Pimp Daddy 22, Scott 19. Stu said he got 40. Brilliant score there from Stu once again. 23 from Adrian, 22 from LA Bugsy, or La Bugsy. Gary 25, Druids plus 2, Fiona with 20, Pimp Daddy 23 with Mill 22 then. Alison was swift posting her score, certainly was. Rebecca 21, Sylvia 21, Adrian 24. If we get mealworm, you're not having mealworm. Charlotte 11, Sarah and Colin 20. Some good scores all around there. Yeah, don't forget, guys, I will drop the link into the comments now. If you can spare a couple of pounds, doesn't have to be a massive donation, it all adds up. And it's a lovely charity, very worthy cause. If you can spare a couple of quid, there's the link to my Give Penny page. That goes straight in the pockets of Yorkshire Cat Rescue. And don't forget to click Gift Aid as well if you're eligible. That all adds to the total. So thank you all once again. I'll be here same time next week at 8 p.m. Keep your eyes posted. Joel 26, Kerry 24. Sorry, missed you off the end there. Got rambling. I'll be here 8 p.m. next week as usual. I'll put some trousers on next week, I promise. Don't forget you can help Yorkshire Cat Rescue by visiting their page. They've always got some stuff on the go. Feline Fit, it is at the moment. So if you're out trying to get fit in January during lockdown, you're going for a run, check that out. You can help raise money that way. And also, their virtual stall is still open. So if you want to do a little bit of shopping, if you've got some Christmas money, or you just want to help support the charity and get some lovely handcrafted stuff, it's all very unique, individual, and they'll post it straight out to you. Socks are still available at £5 a pair plus postage. I'm sure they've probably got a couple of calendars going as well. If you still haven't got one for 2021, you might actually get to use it this year as well. Get Feline Fit. That's the one, Yorkshire Cat Rescue. Thank you very much. Thanks again once for having me. Linda14, thanks once for having me once again. Thank you, and hopefully I'll see you all next week. Good night.